and welcome to tonight's swim and dive meet against the Woodson Cavaliers. I'm a little bit far away from the dive, but I'm going to try and get you some of the images as it happens. Good evening and welcome to tonight's swim and dive meet versus the Woodson Cavaliers. Unlike last night, we will be having two separate meets. The boys will be going first, followed by the girls. First event of the night is the boys 200-yard medley relay. West Springfield tonight will be in lanes 1 and 3, and Woodson will be in lanes 6 and 8 for the relays. Unfortunately tonight my sheet only has the West Springfield swimmers, so I will not be able to give you any information on the Woodson swimmers, but I can certainly let you know where the races are as they proceed. It's also senior night for the boys and the girls, and during the course of the night I will be reading out some senior quotes and letting you know what's going to be happening. So the first race, and we are having two heats tonight in our relays, will be the boys 200-yard medley relay. In heat number 1, in lane number 1 for West Springfield, we'll have Aiden Seeger, Leon Porter, Tate Picadat, and Luca Okrakov. And in lane 3, Zachary McGowan, Tanner Picadat, Tegan Britton, and Brett Carlin. West Springfield and Woodson's been a healthy rivalry for a number of years in the Patriot District, and I'm sure tonight's not going to be any different. And they're off. So the first leg is the backstroke, so that's Aiden Seeger in lane number 1 and Zachary McGowan in lane number 3. There we go. Now into the breaststroke. So Woodson's 1 and 2 at this stage, but there's not a lot. They got a maybe body and a half length lead. Now onto the 50 fly. Woodson's just pulling out a little bit now. As we head into the final leg, there's a good leg there from Tate in lane 1. He pulled West Springfield back in it. But it looks like Woodson's going to get first in this heat in lane number 6. Looks like West Springfield's going to pull out second in lane 1. And then it's going to be Woodson in 8, followed by... No, I got that. There was West Springfield came. Second and third, Woodson 1 and 4. A lot of noise coming from the timers in lane 1. I'm presuming they may have got a double from that reaction. Now we're going to head into heat 2 of the boys 200 medley relay. Lane 1 for West Springfield is Sam Harris, Lars Griffin, Max Lochmiller and Sean Cochran. And for West Springfield it'll be AJ Muir, Matthew Hartshorn, Patrick Andrews and Brady Dasher. So as they get ready, Patrick Andrews is one of our senior. His quote is, "It's the only life you've got, so you've got to live it big time." That's from Big Time Rush. And he will be attending Northern Michigan University, where he will swim and study a yet-to-be-determined degree. And it looks like AJ Muir has got a good first leg there, turning about a half a body length up on Woodson. Good underwater there. That may have been a full body length ahead now. And he's going to hand it over to Matthew Hartshorn. Lars Griffin in lane 1. Looks like Woodson in lane 6 is trying to pull back. But Matthew is certainly holding on to that body length lead. Not giving anything up, but not gaining anything at the moment. As he hands over to Patrick Andrews, another senior. Well, I'll be giving his quote later on, but he's come out flying. And down, he's got 2 or 3 body lengths as he goes down to hand it over to sophomore Brady Dasher. Max Lochmiller is starting to try and catch up with the Woodson team. Maybe a half a body length behind as he hands over to Sean Cochran. But it's Brady Dasher with a commanding lead as he takes the turn. Three body lengths up, but it's going to be close for a third with Sean Cochran, I think, just pulling ahead. So West Springfield 1, Woodson 2, West Springfield 3, Woodson 4. So as I said earlier, we'll be recognizing our seniors as we go through. So Lars Griffin was in that race. Lars's quote is, "Life's like a bird. You either get bred or you get bred," by Trevor Wallace. He's business in entrepreneur degree and hopefully Washington and Lee or Virginia Tech. He will find out in April where he's going to go to college. Up next we have the boys 200-yard freestyle. In lane number 1 is John Berry. Lane number 2 is Mike Damiano. Lane 3, Ryan Stader. And in lane 4, Patrick Andrews. And yep, Patrick just finished the race and the relay and basically got back on the blocks. So he's certainly warmed up, ready for this one. And it's Woodson, swimmer in lane number 5, who's just taken a half a body length lead over Patrick. It looks like AJ Muir's in third place. He just swam as well. So these guys are turning and burning, but they're second and third right now. But again, I don't have the Woodson names tonight, so I can't tell you who they are, but I can tell you where they are. And Woodson's number 1 ranked swimmer is ahead, and it's AJ and Matthew who are just behind. If you're wondering why we're not doing the same format we did last night with the girls and the boys alternating, each pool in Fairfax County has a set number of people they can have at the facility, including referees, timers, and people videoing like myself. And because of the size of the teams, we couldn't get under that number, having the boys and the girls together. So the boys are going first tonight, and then they'll be followed by the girls. So it's Woodson 1, West Springfield 2 with Matthew. AJ is in third, Woodson 4th, and 5th. It's a quote for one of our divers. If we get a chance, it's for Jake Moyer. His quote is "bruh." I don't know if that's to do with the temperature. He does plan to go to college, but he's not sure at this time. But he's got plenty of time to figure that out. Up next we have the 50-yard freestyle. In that will be in lane 1, Jack Radio, 2, Matthew Brooks, 3, Isaac Lewis, and 4, Brady Dasher. Two laps to the pool and they're off and running. So somehow I think we went down to the 100-yard butterfly. I apologize for that. I don't think we did the 50-yard freestyle. Maybe I missed it. I don't think I missed it, but in the 100-yard butterfly, Zach Mitchell, Lars Griffin, Max Loffmiller, and Patrick Andrews. Well, I'll be honest, I'm totally lost right now. I think so this is the 200-yard IM. Tanner Picadet in lane 1, Jack Cowser 2, AJ Muir 3, and Matthew Hotshawn is in 4. And right now it's Matthew followed by AJ. Woodson's in third. As they head down the final one. Hopefully I can keep us back on track. So Matthews pulling ahead. AJ's in a battle with Woodson for second, but I think he's got the kick. He's going to hold on. He's going to get the points for the Spartans in second. As I said last night, we certainly appreciate everything the Park Authority is doing to make sure that we have swimming and diving contests going on at this time. It takes a lot of effort to keep the facility open. It keeps a lot of effort to make sure it's safe for the athletes and the parent volunteers, and we appreciate everything they're doing. Next weekend marks the last regular season meet, and then we'll be heading into the postseason. So hopefully we will continue to be able to broadcast each day. The district and regional formats will be different this year. There'll be one day time finals for the girls and time finals for the boys. Advancement to the region from those contests. So a little different than what we've done in the previous few decades, but this year is unlike any other, and we're just trying to do everything we can to give these young men and women the opportunity to compete. Now, I do believe this is the 50-yard freestyle. If everything is what it looks like, I guess we'll find out. If they do 50 and keep going, then I've got the wrong race again, but I don't think so. I think this is the 50. Jack Radio in 1, Matthew Brooks in 2, Isaac Lewis in 3, and Brady Dasher in 4. Just a wave of water coming down. Not much in it. Looks like Woodson and Brady Dasher are neck and neck. And if there was a horse race, it would call a photo finish. Too close to call. But certainly a great race between the two young men, and it wasn't far behind anybody. Everyone was in a pretty close proximity in that race. Up now, we're going to go to the boys' 100-yard butterfly. So I just got a report from one of our viewers that I had the races wrong. Thank you, Britton, for that update. I guess on the 50 we're now correct. So we are heading into the 100-yard butterfly. It'll be our next race. It looks like there could be a little breather now. Give some of the athletes a chance to catch their breath. They have been doing back-to-back races, some of them. So at that time I'm going to go on mute, and as soon as we get back to racing, I'll get back on. in the NFL. Green Bay beat the LA Rams 32-18. So Aaron Rodgers is going to be moving on to the NFC Championship game. And in about 20 minutes, Buffalo will be taking on Baltimore in the AFC semi-final. The Caps are off tonight after going 2-0 for the first two games of the year. But there's certainly lots of basketball going on both at the college and at the collegiate level. And I do need to give a shout out to the Spartan boys varsity team. Last night they came away with a win against the Robinson Rams with a few points in the last 20 seconds to snatch that victory. Today it took them overtime and they snuck a victory out against the Fairfax Lions, and that puts them at 2-2 in the district now. So good win for the Coach Marshall and for the team, and they'll be getting back into it next Wednesday when we return to action. So there's a little delay here. I'm not sure if we're waiting for a couple of swimmers. The dive contest is over. That's what the delay was. They were setting up a warm-up area for the athletes to warm up and cool down. So now we get back to So now we go into the 100-yard butterfly. It's Zach Mitchell, lane 1, Lars Griffin in lane 2, Max Lockmiller in 3, and Patrick Andrews is in lane 4. Right now it looks like Woodson's going 1 and 2. But good second leg there by Max. He's starting to pull back a bit, and so is Patrick Andrews. This is a good way on the turn. It looks like Woodson. Oh, there's hardly a body length between the first 5. It's going to come down to who's got the kick at the end. It's going to be Woodson in 6. I think Patrick Andrews was second. I think Max got third. Like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, any matchup, West Springfield and Woodson in the pool is always going to produce a really good contest. Very evenly matched. And it comes down to quite often a tenth of a second or a hundredth of a second that divides first and second. Our next race is the 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1 we have Luka Oklikoff, lane 2 Brady Dasher, lane 3 Sam Harris, and lane 4 Sean Cochran. A little delay here. I'm going to give you another senior quote. This one comes from Jack Kelsey. He says, "Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you." Jack has gotten into several schools and he's leading towards the new school in New York City for global studies with the intent of becoming a foreign diplomat. So good luck, Jack, on that endeavor. Again, there's a little delay here, so I'll give you another senior who's going places, and that is Isaac Lewis. Isaac's quote is, "The mystery of life isn't a problem to solve, but a reality to experience," by Frank Herbert. He plans to go to an academy, and his ultimate goal is to get a military commission. So we wish Isaac luck in those endeavors as he will depart West Springfield as a member of the class of 2021. I was going to do another senior quote, but I'm looking at the referee and it looks like he's going to blow his whistle. So here we go. 100-yard freestyle. Been a while since I mentioned it. So in lane 1 we have Luka Oklikoff. Lane 2 Brady Dasher. Lane 3 Sam Harris. And lane 4 Sean Cochran. Pretty even field. Lane 2 Brady Dasher turning neck and neck with the Woodson #1 swimmer. The moment It looks like Woodson's going to maybe turn just about a knee length ahead as they come down the final 25. Looks like Sam Harris is going to come in. Again, I think he got it. I think he just out-touched, but once again, that's going to come down to the timers. They got a much, much better view than I do. Our next race is the boys 500-yard freestyle. 20 lengths to the pole. Should take about 5.5 minutes to complete the race for everybody. During that time, I'll certainly try and read out some of these senior quotes. We have a number of male swimmers tonight and divers who are going to be moving on at the end of this year. And as they take the blocks, and they're off. So in lane 1 is Zachary McGowan, lane 2 Nick Mitchell, lane 3 Ryan Stader, and in lane 4 AJ Muir. Talking of AJ, here's his quote as a senior. "It's okay to lose to opponent, but must not lose to fear. You stay focused." That's from Mr. Miyagi in the Karate Kid 3. AJ will be attending Drew University in New Jersey, where he will swim and study for a cybersecurity degree. Our next senior we want to recognize tonight is Chris Jeston. His quote, "Take a chance because you never know how perfect something can turn out," by J. Cole. He looks forward to a future without college loans. He will likely attend Nova, then transfer to a 4-year university when he has figured out what he wants to do. In the meantime, he will continue to work at the St. James. So it looks like lane 4 and 5, the top rated swimmers in this event for West Springfield and Woodson are ahead. That would be AJ Muir. Again, I don't have the names of the Woodson swimmers tonight, unfortunately. But in third place, it looks like it's Ryan Stader, who's trying to earn some points for the Spartans. Next senior we're gonna highlight is Matthew Brooks. He's been 4 years on the team. He's undecided, but he is interested in some kind of science degree, all to be determined. And his quote, "Simply getting wild with the Fanta." So Woodson's still about a body length up right now. And AJ Muir is in second. I think he's just pulling back a little bit now. That's 11 lengths of the pool, so they got 9 to go. If you're comparing this to track, this is like the marathon. 20 lengths of the pool. You might just see in the bottom of the camera, some of the swimmers have all got someone who's holding a board that says how many lengths they've got to go. If they they keep it still, that means they're on a good pace. If they shake it up and down, that means go faster. Interesting story from my history there. My son swam a 500 one time and I shook it from the first leg to the last leg, not knowing that meant go faster. But as I told my son at the time, you should always be going faster. He never asked me to do it again. And AJ's starting to pull ahead now as we're getting down to about the last 6 lengths of the pool. Ryan Stader is in a solid third place. And it's difficult to tell where everybody else is. They're at different distances right now. I hear the bell walking across the deck, so that means there's 3 lengths to go. It's going to come down, as always does. Who's got that big kick to finish and who's got the stamina to get it in for that last 50? And there they go, down the last 2 legs. So AJ Muir for West Springfield in first and the Woodson swimmer in second. Ryan Stader looks like he's turning in third. And that final kick is just opening up a 3-4 length body lead as he comes in. So AJ Muir takes the victory. Woodson's in second. Third's going to go to Ryan Stader. So it's 1 and 3 for West Springfield, 2 and 4 for Woodson. And Zachary McGowan just finished in 5th. 6th place goes to Woodson. Nick Mitchell looks like he's got 1 more to go. So I said in previous broadcasts, the nice thing about swimming is it doesn't matter where you finish, you've still got the opportunity to set in a personal best time or getting your highest score in dive. That's a cool feature of swim. You can always keep pushing yourself. Up next we'll be having our relay, the boys 200-yard freestyle relay. John Berry is going to be swimming in this, and he's another one of our seniors. His quote, "Don't ever look down, be comfortable with who you are. Our flaws are what make us perfect." He's been on the team for 2 years. He's waiting to see where he gets in, but he will be participating in Army ROTC program, wherever that may be. In Heat 1 of the boys 200 free relay is Charlie Juster in lane 1, followed by Connor Spader, followed by Zachary McGowan, followed by Tate Pickadet. And in lane 3, Jack Radio, Tegan Britton, William Strickland, and John Berry. So this is the 200. Each swimmer will swim 2 lengths of the pool. I think the unbelievable thing about relay teams is some of the swimmers swim the fastest that they've ever done. They get the adrenaline, they get the team energy going, and it kicks in. And you often find that that helps them drop some time. Right now it looks like Woodson's 1, West Springfield 2, Woodson 3, West Springfield 4. Now down to the third leg. It's pretty close now. Woodson and West Springfield's in lanes 1 and 6, turn pretty much at the same time. So it's going to come down to anchor leg, take pick of that. Is he going to have it? In by about a body length. Maybe a half a body length after the first 25. It's going to come down to this. I think he's still just ahead. Tough to tell. Or again, too close to call. We're going to go into the second heat of the 200-yard freestyle relay. And we have a senior swimming in here, and that's Mike Damiano. His quote is, "If you can't dream it, you can do it. If you can dream it, you can do it." That's by Walt Disney. He hopes to attend the University of Florida or Clemson for business or computer engineering. He's been a Spartan for 4 years. Again, there'll be 4 relays in this heat. In lane 1 for West Springfield will be Mike Damiano, Matthew Brooks, Zach Mitchell, and Jack Cowser. And in lane 3, Lars Griffin, Sean Cochran, Max Lockmiller, and Isaac Lewis. Woodson's ahead on the first 25. And it looks like Lars is going to hand it over to Sean Cochran. Three went in fairly simultaneously there, but it is Woodson just ahead. And Sean's going to be handed over to Max. Max about a body length behind. Max is heading down to the last leg where he's going to hand over to Isaac Lewis. He's about a half a body length behind, so Max did a good job there of pulling things back a little bit. And it's going to come down to this final leg. It's about 15 to go. I think Woodson's just going to hold on in first. They do. West Springfield second, Woodson third, and West Springfield fourth. Up next, we have the 100 breaststroke. This is the boys' 100-yard backstroke. Lane 1, Connor Neal. Lane 2, Jack Calzer. Lane 3, Leon Porter. And in lane 4, Matthew Hartshorn. Connor is one of our seniors. You don't need to be the fastest kid on the team. You just need to enjoy your time while you're on it and contribute all you can. So go and smack yourself silly behind the lane, no matter how stupid people may say it looks. It is what you're feeling, then you go for it. Unless you're feeling it smashing a pineapple in the South County locker room. Coach Nick said no to that. He will be attending Virginia Tech studying international relations. That first leg, Woodson's number 1 swimmers pulling away. They look like they got second, maybe third. Yeah, I got the wrong race again, guys. Trying to do too many things at once here. Actually, that was the backstroke, and it was Alex Lopez, Nicholas Galazar, Aiden Seeger, and Sam Harris swimming that. I gave Connor the credit. He's swimming in the next race, but I got his senior quote in. Alex Lopez was in lane number 1. He's another one of our seniors who's going to be attending Virginia Tech to study architecture. He's been on the team for 4 years. His quote is, spend a little bit more time trying to make something of yourself and a little less time trying to impress people. This is the 100-yard breaststroke. It's event 21 for the boys. Lane 1 is Connor Neal. Lane 2 is Jack Calzer. Lane 3 is Leon Porter. And lane 4 is Matthew Hartshorn. Looks like Matthews got out to a quick 50 there. Good 2 body lengths up on Woodson's number 1 and 2. Said earlier, Matthew is one of our seniors. Sorry. Matthew's one of our juniors. So he's got another year after this year. So he's showing people he's going to be around for a while. So he wins that by probably 3-4 body lengths. It looks like it's going to be 2-3 for Woodson and 4 West Springfield with Connor Neal in lane number 1. Final event for the boys tonight is the 400-yard freestyle relay. For West Springfield will be Charlie Juster, Connor Spader, Brett Carlin and William Strickland. And in lane 3, Alex Lopez, Tate Picadat, Aiden Seeger and Isaac Lewis. Charlie's the last senior we're going to be recognizing on the boys tonight. His quote: "Get out there and kick butt in the pool, but most importantly have fun. There is so much more to the high school season than times or records. Embrace the crazy with open arms and enjoy it while it lasts." He hopes to go to college in California and study chemical engineering. So again, the final event for the night for the boys, 400-yard freestyle relay. Now it looks like Alex Lopez got off to a quick start there, body length up, making the turn. And Charlie Juster, it looks like he's put us in second in this one. But it's a long race. 16 lengths of the pool between them. But come on in lead right now for Alex. He must be 5 or 6 body lengths up. And he's going to hand over to Tate. With a commanding lead. As we're finishing this race, I do want to give some thanks to our coaching staff who work every day to try and ensure that we have a swim season. It takes a great amount of effort to keep everything going, get everything ready, especially when we can't meet in person prior to the meet. So again, Coach Nick and her staff, thanks for everything you do and you continue to do as we navigate through this season. We're now on leg number 3, which is Aiden Seeger. He's holding on to that early lead that's been created. And Brett Carlin is in third, and Woodson's dividing the two Spartan teams right now. Things are starting to level out a little bit now, and it looks like Woodson's come down on the outside. And then it's Woodson again, West Springfield. So it's down to the final leg of the race. And William Strickland's starting to pull back as well. Get into the last 50. Woodson 1 and 2. West Springfield's 3 and 4. I don't think that order is going to change. It looks like I was wrong. It looks like we're going to have a looks like we're going to have a B final for the boys 400-yard freestyle relay. I don't have the names, so I can't give you any insight onto who's swimming it right now. But I can let you know how they're going in terms of the competition. Unfortunately, from a distance, they're all wearing the same colour trunks, and they're all wearing the same colour swim hats. So I let you know how they're doing. But this will be the final race of the evening. And that sounds like there's a little cowbell here tonight as we go in the first leg. All turning together. Not much in it. Looks like West Springfield's just ahead on that first 50. Now they're about a body length up. Maybe two to three body lengths ahead. Spartans are forging down the lane. I think it was Brady who was swimming there. I'm not 100% sure though. But certainly put us in a good position. The third leg, I think that's AJ. I should recognize him. So he's going to be swimming the third leg. Starting to get caught up a little bit, but still a couple of body lengths. And he takes the water. I think he's getting caught just slightly, but it's still maybe a body length and a half up. So not giving up much. He's going to hand over the final leg. This is the leg that's going to help the team. Good, one body length, so he's given up a little bit. Yep, about a body length at the end of there. So it comes down to this 100. And they turn in right at the same time. We're stuck on this final leg. They just about got it. And Woodson's up by maybe a body length. I don't think he's going to be caught. And it's Woodson just ahead of West Springfield. And that's the conclusion of the boys race. We will be having a transition over to the girls. They'll be starting up their warm-ups fairly shortly, so we appreciate everyone tuning in to the first half of the meet tonight. And as soon as we're ready to go with the girls, I'll be back. And welcome back to part 2 of tonight's Patriot District Swim Championship prelim. In terms of what we're doing here, we're trying to get kids ready for the district championships in 2 weeks. And so tonight's contest is a dual contest between West Springfield and Woodson. For tonight's races, the Spartans will be in 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the Cavaliers will be in 5, 6, 7 and 8. Just got results in the first contest. The boys, Woodson 171, West Springfield 141. So pretty tight contest there as well. So event 2 for the girls is the 200-yard medley relay. I only have the name of the West Springfield swimmers tonight, so that's all I can do. So in lane 1 is Sydney Miller, Kenza Alakari, Elise Arnold and Lily Swoger. And in lane 3, Maya Cicirello, Riley Walden, Grace Kimball and Sophia Don. And this is heat 1 of 2 tonight. We will be having double relay races. After tonight we'll have one more meet, and that will be next Friday, and that will conclude the regular season. It's a congested season this year because of the impact that COVID had on the duration of the contest and the season. But we're doing everything we can to give every opportunity for our swimmers and divers to compete throughout the season that we do have. So again, next Friday will be our final regular season meet of the year before we head into district and regional championship meets. Lane 1 is Kenza Elkari, is taking the lead in the fly. And in lane 3, Riley Walden is in 3rd place right now, just behind the Woodson swimmer as they head into the final leg, the freestyle. I do hear a little cowbell, so it looks like we got some supportive teammates here. So coming down that final leg is Liddy Swagger and Sophia Don. She's kicking it in. I think she may be able to get 2nd place. I don't know. It's going to be close, but no, she got it. She got it. It's a 1-2 for the Spartans. Heat 2, girls 200-yard medley relay. In lane 1 for the Spartans is Charlotte Pronti. Lane 2, Jenny Tran. Lane 3, Charlotte Greavy. And in lane 4, Alexi Vinson. And in lane 3, Madeline Blake, Brooke Bailey, Sarah Aman, and Erin Turman. Tonight, during the course of the swim meet, we will be recognising our seniors. They have got some senior quotes, and we'll let you know their future plans. And they're off. First 50 is the backstroke. Woodson looks like they're just pulling out to a slight lead. Maybe a body length. Just ahead of the 2 Spartan relays. They're turning in unison there. And Woodson's second relay is just in 4th place at this time. They hand over to the second leg, the breaststroke. Positions remain the same. Woodson's probably 2-3 body lengths ahead right now, but the Spartans are turning neck and neck, and Woodson's bringing up the rear. So Brooke Bailey will be handing over to Sarah Aman, and Jenny Chan will be handing over to Charlotte Greavy. I think Sarah's taken out a little bit of that lead. It's a lot to make up in 50. But she's going to be handing over to Erin Taman. And Charlotte's going to be handed over to Alexei Vincent. I think 1 and 2 are settled. I think 3 and 4 is going to come down to this final 25. The Spartans are just ahead right now, and I think they're going to hold on to seconds. It's going to go Woodson 1, West Springfield 2, 3, and Woodson 4. Well, it appears there's a lot more action in the pool tonight than there is on the football field, with the Bills up 3-0 halfway through the second period. But it's 2nd and 27 on the Baltimore 3, so I'm not sure that's going to produce many points there. So 3-0 Buffalo. I know they've been waiting a couple of decades to get back to the Super Bowl. Maybe this is their year. You seem to be missing a swimmer. I think that's what the delay's for. Trying to figure it out, but they're going to go ahead with 7. So 200-yard freestyle. Lane 2 is Olivia Crine. Lane 3, Sienna Schmeck. And lane 4, Natalie Sorensen. Eight lengths of the pool. And the 200. There's Woodson 1, and then there's couldn't put a blanket over the next 3. They all turn in roughly at the same time. Typical race will last just over 2 minutes for the girls. The 200's not considered a long distance, but it's not a sprint. It's right in the middle. So you've got to have the endurance of a long distance swimmer and the speed of a sprinter. So it's one of the harder ones to be able to swim. And these young ladies are pushing way through right now. And Woodson 1 and 2. West Springfield 3 with Natalie, and Woodson 4. They're coming down to the last 25. Woodson 1, 2, and it's going to come down to this. If Natalie can kick it in, she may be able to grab third. It's going to come down to the touch. Her and Woodson are right at it together. It's difficult from this angle to see who's ahead, but I think Natalie may have just got that in third. Up next, we're going to have the girls 200-yard IM. For West Springfield in lane number 1, we have Janet Benkayat. Lane 2, Sydney Miller. Lane 3, Charlotte Greavy. And lane 4, Brooke Bailey. Brooke is one of our seniors we're going to recognize tonight. She's been on the team for 3 years and she plans to study chemistry. She's not sure yet, but she knows she'll be there come the fall, hopefully. Her quote, "Chick-fil-A is all fun and games until it's Sunday." The Woodson's lane 5 has got off to an early lead, just ahead of Charlotte Greavy, but as we learned last night, each swimmer has their favorite stroke and the one that they rely on in this race, and it can come into play at any time. So right now it's Woodson 1, Woodson 2, West Springfield 3, and maybe 4. Breaststroke is often the one that decides this. Very technical stroke that some people just seem to have a little edge over others, and they can put a little lead together on the breaststroke. And they'll finish with the freestyle, and that comes down to who's got anything left in the legs after doing 150 meters of the other strokes. But again, it's Woodson 1, 2, and they may even be 1, 2, and 3 as we turn into the final 50. To make the turn, it's definitely going to go 1, 2. Third's up for grabs, but I think Woodson's going to go 1, 2, 3. West Springfield is going to grab 4th place with Charlotte Greavy, and Brooke Bailey is going to get 5th. Still pushing in is Sydney Miller and Janet Benkayat. Again, they're quite often swimmers may have a personal goal each night, even if they don't necessarily come in the top 3. They're trying to beat some times each and every time they get in the pool. Up next we have the speedsters. That's the 50-yard freestyle. I was going to read Eleni Maury's senior quote, but by the time this race is completed, I may not have enough time for that. So I think I'll wait till the end of the race and then I'll give you a senior quote. But in lane 1 we have Sarah Strickland. In lane 2, Eleni Maury. Lane 3, Alexi Vinson. And in lane 4, Erin Turman. Often comes down to the start, the turn, and right now it's neck and neck where Springfield, Woodson turn in within a foot of each other, and then it's that final sprint. Not much between first and seventh right now. It does look like Woodson's going to edge 1, but I think the Spartans went 2, 3 and 4. And now for Eleni Maury's quote. I guess I'm stuck swimming forever because eating twice as much as everyone else has become one of my main personality traits. That was from herself. She plans to study mechanical engineering and music performance. She hasn't decided on the university, but she is going to go. And this is her first year on the Spartan team, and we're certainly glad that she joined us and was a part of the Spartan swim and dive program. Because we do not have, like last night, boys and girls alternating, there will be a few breaks that are going to be put in to allow swimmers to get their breath back, because some of them will be swimming back-to-back events. So we will have a couple of minutes here and there. I'll go off mic and then I'll get back to you as soon as we start up. Thanks for hanging in there. It looks like we're getting back in action. Lane 5 needed a little bit of a cosmetic surgery done on the edge of the pool. I think that's all been cleared up. And we're going to get ready for the girls' 100-yard butterfly. In lane 1 for West Springfield, we've got Grace Webley. Lane 2, Elise Arnold. Lane 3, Ricky Evans. And in lane 4, Sarah Amant. The first 50 certainly sets you up for the second 50, and it's 2-3 athletes here, including Sarah Amant, turn roughly at the same time. It's going to come down to this final 50. As they come down to the third turn, there is nothing in it. They turn at exactly the same time. Who's got the legs to finish off the race? It looks like Sarah's just pulling ahead. She may have one stroke in a thing, and yes, I think she just got it, probably by a couple of tenths of a second. Great race by Sarah. Up next we have the girls' 100-yard freestyle. Once again, we want to thank all of our parent volunteers, whether they're officiating, stroke and turn, relay takeoff, timers, scorekeepers. It takes an army to run a swim meet in normal times. During these unprecedented times, it takes even greater commitment from our parents. So we want to thank both the parents from West Springfield and from Woodson for working together tonight to make this swim meet happen. And they're off, and lane 1 is Leah Dayan, lane 2 Lily Swoger, lane 3 Sydney Miller, and lane 4 Erin Taman. Still considered a sprint event, but 4 lengths of the pool at full pace, it's a tough thing to do. Woodson looks like they're 1 and 2 right now. Erin's hanging in there. She's going to turn in third, about half a body length behind. Let's see if she's got enough to try and catch them up in the last 25. It was close. I think she may have just got it, but again, that'll go to the timers. That's it. That's what they're not getting paid for. They've got to decide those close races. Earlier this evening, I did give a shout out to our boys varsity basketball program. Last night during the swim meet, I let you all know that they pulled out in the last 10 seconds, a victory over the Robinson Rams. today, back-to-back games. It took overtime, and they knocked off the Fairfax Lions by 1 point, 46-45. So back-to-back wins for Coach Marshall and the team. They got a couple of days off now, with Monday being Martin Luther King Day. So hopefully, when they return to action on Wednesday, they'll be up and running. And because of rescheduling, they're going to be facing Fairfax again. So we'll see how that pans out. But for now, all our teams are active. They're participating. They're competing, and it's a great thing to see. So our next race is the marathon of swimming at high school level. It's the 500. That's 20 lengths of the pool. Just a little delay here right now. I think we're just getting everybody ready for the race. Again, some of these swimmers are swimming 2-3 events in pretty close proximity, so I think the officials are just trying to give those who have a little bit of time to recover, get their breath back, especially heading into a 500. You need to be physically and mentally ready for a race like this. So we appreciate the officials taking that into consideration and making sure everyone's in the best shape possible at the start. So in lane 1 we have Olivia Crine, lane 2 Charlotte Greavy, lane 3 Natalie Sorensen, and lane 4 Alexi Vinson. So those of you who may be watching these races for the first time, I know if it was me I'd forget how many lengths I've done. So at the end of the pool, each of the swimmers has a counter with a board that they put under the water that tells the swimmer how many lengths they've done, and they also use that to tell them what the coaches want them to do. If they just put the number in and keep it still, that means you're on a good pace. If they bob it up and down, that means the coach wants you to go a little bit faster. But after the first 3 lengths, there's literally half a body length between first and 6th. So it's a good pace is being set, and everyone's around that same pace. It does look like the Woodson athlete in lane number 5 is just pulling ahead a little bit, and she's bringing a teammate along with her. Charlotte Greavy's the leading Spartan right now, and she looks like she's just about tied for second. I know for the timers this was always one of their nicest races. It gave them an opportunity to catch their breath, get to know each other a little better, and then get back to the timing just at the end. But it's Woodson 1, and then Charlotte is in second, and Natalie and Alexi are right now 4th and 5th. They're almost after this 50, they'll be at the halfway mark. Charlotte's still second, and trying to chase down the Woodson swimmer as she reaches the halfway point. I'm sure we don't have to remind the parents at home that Monday is Martin Luther King Day and it is a holiday. So students will not need to sit in front of their computers on Monday doing any work. It's a holiday, as is Wednesday. So Monday and Wednesday next week, kids can be at home and doing whatever you want them to do. But Martin Luther King Day is a day of service, so hopefully there's an opportunity to give back to our communities that we live in and surround us. Looks like the Woodson swimmer is taking out a pretty healthy lead now, about 2/3 of a pool length. So I think she pretty much can just pace herself to victory here. Charlotte Greavy in lane 2. She appears to be in a similar position, but she's got a couple of Spartans in Natalie Sorensen and Lexi Vincent, who are starting to just peg her back a little bit on each length. But there's only 3 lengths of the pool to go. You should see the referee walking down right now with his cowbell, and he's going to shake it for lane number 5. That tells us she's got 2 lengths of the pool to go. A healthy lead for the Woodson swimmer. She can cruise in from here, but it comes down to the 3 Spartans in 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Charlotte looks like she has it. She's got about 3-4 body lengths lead as she turns, followed by Natalie Sorensen and then Alexi Vincent. They're fighting each other for that 3rd and 4th. And based on my view, I think Natalie got it just, but I can't tell that for sure. But Woodson 1, West Springfield 2, 3, and 4. So our next set of races is going to be the girls 200-yard freestyle relay. There's going to be 2 heats of this, so 4 relays for each team. In heat number 1 for West Springfield is going to be Sarah Strickland. She's going to hand over to Hayden Wilkerson, who's going to go to Leah Dayan, and Sophia Getty will bring up the anchor leg. And in lane 3, Sophia Don, Lily Swoger, Marin Blash, and Grace Kimball. Marin is one of our seniors. Her quote is, "Fight because it is your life, not anyone else's. I did it, I am here." And that was from Chanel Miller. She will be entering either JMU or VCU, and most likely will be studying law school after that. hopes to become a criminal prosecutor and eventually a politician. Look forward to seeing Marin in years to come, hopefully for the right reasons on my part. So, Marin Blash Senior, we're looking forward to seeing where she goes moving forwards. So, heat number 1, girls 200-yard freestyle relay. The ladies are at the blocks. And they're off. So off to a quick start there is Sophia Dawn. She looks like she's going to be turning right about the same time as the two Woodson. And Sarah Strickland's just a couple of body lengths behind after that first 25. Sophia will be handed over to Lily. And Lily's got a couple of body lengths lead there that was created in that first 50. She's opened up the gap a little bit on lane 6, but lane 8 for Woodson is just, looks like she's just hanging around. But a good finish there by Lily, who's handing over to our senior Marin. And Marin's got a healthy 6-7 body lengths right now. Certainly can't put it on cruise control, but she can set it up for the anchor leg, making sure that they can just focus on the swimming and not worry about being caught. So good solid performance from the swimmers from West Springfield in lane 3. And the final leg is Grace Kimball. Woodson is trying to catch up, but it's just too big a lead that was created in the first 3 legs. So West Springfield's going to come in for the win. Woodson looks like they're going to get second and third. And a great final leg there from Sophia Getty. Got it down to about 3 body lengths. Couldn't quite make it, but put it in the picture at the end. So that's heat number 1 over as we head to heat number 2. So heat number 2 for West Springfield in lane 1 is Jeanette Benkiat. Lane 2, Sydney Miller. Lane 3, Riley Walden. And in lane 4, Ricky Evans. And for West Springfield in lane number 3 is Sarah Aman, Erin Turman, Elenai Mowry, and Sienna Schmeck. And they're off. So as they turn, it's Woodson neck and neck with Sarah Aman. Not much in there, and so West Springfield's got third currently. Woodson bringing up fourth, and I think Sarah's just going to hand over just ahead of Woodson on that one. So Erin Turman's going to come in And then Sydney Miller, she's put in a good leg. She's only a couple of body lengths behind these first two. She's got a chance to put West Springfield with the possibility of a 1-2. Sydney Miller's opened up a little bit bigger a lead here. There's some clear daylight now as Riley Walden goes in. And there's a body length up right now on the turn. So Illinois is going to be handed over to Sienna. And I think Sienna's going to have just about a body length as it comes down to this final 50. A lot of white water, a lot of big kicks, strong arms. They're coming to the wall pretty close together. Just ahead is Springfield. But it's going to come down this final 25. I think we're going to be where I've been many times over the last 2 days. Too close to call. Too close to call again. I think West Springfield just got it. I do know they got third and Woodson got fourth. Well, for you football fans out there, it seems more like an English Premier League soccer score. At half time, it's the Buffalo Bills 3, the Ravens 3. So it's a couple of field goals. They just started the second half. Up next, race will be the girls' 100-yard backstroke. In lane number 1, we have Kaylee Williams. Lane 2, Maya Cicerello. Lane 3, Madeline Blake. And in lane 4, Charlotte Prunty. Woodson's got out to a quick lead there. I think the rest of the field's pretty even, not much in it. But the leading swimmer for Woodson in lane number 5 definitely turns first and has already created 1-2 body length lead as she comes down. And yes, a couple more, but I think this final leg's going to decide it. It's like Woodson's second, third and fourth, but the Spartans are coming back down the middle. There's a lot of bodies and a lot of arms that are going to be touching roughly at the same time, but I think it's Woodson second, could be third, and I think Charlotte may have broken up the top 4. She could have been third, she could have been fourth. So our last individual race of the night, we're 10-10 almost, and we're still getting some great performances from these athletes. Most swim meets are done well before this, but with back-to-back and split meets, there's a lot of swimming going on, and it started probably about 6 o'clock earlier tonight with Oakton and Centerville, and then the boys went earlier, and then the girls are finishing off tonight. So we've got 2 events to go. This one is the 100-yard breaststroke. For West Springfield in lane 1 is Hayden Wilkerson. In lane 2, Kenza Alakari. Lane 3, Jenny Tran. And in lane 4, Brooke Bailey. Down the first leg, Woodson's number 1 swimmer in lane 5. It's about half a body length up, and then we've got a pretty level field for the 2nd through 7 at the moment. It's 4 lengths to the pool. And it's Woodson. They turn pretty much identical there, so it's going to come down to this last 50, as most of these races do. It does seem like Woodson's just going to be ahead. Brooks certainly pushing it in. She's within striking distance. Solidly in 2nd, but does she have it to catch up the Woodson swimmer in lane 5? I don't think she's going to make it. Just seems to be just too big a lead to catch up, but it's going to still be a good swim. Finishing in 2nd. Woodson's going to get 3rd and 4th, and I think they may get 5th as well. They do. So it's Woodson 1, West Springfield 2, Woodson 3, 4, 5. Up next we have our relay, the 400-yard freestyle relay. We're going to have 2 heats. So in heat number 1, in lane number 1, we have Marion Blash, Kenza Alakari, Riley Walden, and Kaylee Williams. And in lane 3, Ricky Evans, Elise Arnold, Grace Webley, and Olivia Crine. And yes, I did just say that Kenza Alakari was swimming 100 breaststroke, and now she has to get herself together, and she's going to be swimming 100-yard freestyle in the relay. So they're certainly pushing each other as a team to get the best they can from each other. And if that means they're going to swim back-to-back races, that's what they're going to do. And they're off. Each swimmer's got 4 lengths to the pool. And off to a quick start there. In lane 3 for West Springfield is Ricky Evans. She's pulling just ahead of the other 3. Comes down to 3rd. She's maintaining that lead. And it's a good body length, maybe a body and a half. So good first leg for Ricky. She's going to Elise Arnold will be swimming the 2nd leg. Marion Blash, but a nice effort together there. She's West Springfield's relay team from lane 1 is in a solid 3rd spot right now. couple of body lengths up. Does look like Kenzo Okari is starting to get on the heels of the Woodson relay team. There's a few body lengths down as she started this race, and now she may be just a body length and a half. So trying to push the Woodson athletes, trying to get that second spot in this this heat. And here we go. There's Grace Webley. She's leading off the Spartans on the third leg. About 3 body lengths up, and it's like Riley Walden in lane number 1. She's got second place, I think. She's just pulling ahead of the Cavalier from Woodson on that second leg of her 4. Nothing in it for second. So it makes most of these races, it's going to come down to the final leg. But Grace Webley certainly increased that lead a little bit. And Riley neck and neck with Woodson. Trying to give the opportunity to Kaylee Williams to hold in there and get second. But it's Olivia Crine who's taken a good lead there at the end. She's at least 6-7 body lengths up. So she's just got to keep a good consistent pace going. It'll be very difficult for someone to catch up that distance in that short period of time with a fresh swimmer on this final leg. But Kaylee Williams does appear, I think she is going to turn first in second. She is. She's just ahead of the Woodson swimmer. So she does have an opportunity if she can kick it in to grab second place for the Spartans. But Olivia Crine is she's already turned good length ahead. She should be able to just cruise in from this point. And Kaylee Williams looks like she's going to grab second spot for the Spartans. It's a bit of an optical illusion here on the finish line, but she does. She gets second, so it's 1-2 for the Spartans, 3 and 4 for Woodson. So our final race of the evening is the Heat 2 of the girls 400-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1 for West Springfield will be Charlotte Prunty. She'll be followed by Madeline Blake. Third leg will be Janet Benkiat, and Maya Cicerello will be the anchor. And in lane 3, Sarah Amon will be the lead-off. Alexi Vinson will follow. Natalie Sorensen will be the third leg, and Sienna Schmeck, she'll be the anchor. And they're off. In the final race, there's Sarah Amon and Charlotte Prunty who will be leading off for the Spartans. It's very close on that first leg. Not even a body length between first and fourth. Looks like the Spartans and the Woodson swimmers are just starting to pull a little ahead of Charlotte's, but she's hanging in there. Sarah just turns first as she heads down on the final leg. A little bit of cowbell coming from the Spartan supporter. And Sarah just pulls ahead, a good body length and a half lead as she hands over to Alexi Vinson. Certainly not much in it here. Maybe a half a body length advantage to Alexi. But she's hanging in there. She's fighting for every inch she can. So head down this final thing. I think they're going to turn. Very close turn there between the two. So I think it's going to be pretty much equal takeoff on the next leg, which will be Natalie Sorensen. And she's just gets ahead of the Woodson swimmer on the dive. Natalie's certainly had a good start to her high school career as a freshman coming in this year. On this leg though, it looks like Woodson swimmers just pulled ahead a little bit as we head into the third length of the 4. But still safely ahead of the Woodson second team. But it certainly no give up in Natalie's game here. She's trying to claw her way back and hand over to Sienna Schmeck as she takes on the final leg. She's got about three body lengths to make up. Certainly possibility. But I think the Woodson swimmer's just a little too strong. She's not gaining much, but she's not losing any either. So I'm not sure that Sienna's going to be able to make up that difference, but she should be able to take a solid second. I don't see the Woodson team getting beyond the third place spot, so a good performance from the girls relay team there to finish off the night. And then Maya Cicerello is coming down on the final leg in lane 1. And then she finishes off the race. So once again, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, watching the boys competition earlier and the girls just concluding now. We will be back again next Friday when we'll be racing Lake Braddock. That'll be on Friday night. We want to again send our thanks to all the parent volunteers who are officials, scorekeepers, timers, marshals. And our final thanks again goes to the Park Authority, to the lifeguards and the managers who are doing everything they can to ensure that we're able to swim on Friday and Saturday and keep our season going. So as I sign out, have a great weekend. It's a long weekend. Again, Martin Luther King Day on Monday. Please enjoy it with your families. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you again next week.